Grades, just everyone's favorite topic. How do grades work for this course? And so you see here, don't worry about this assignment group so much. This is where your roll call goes in, your attendance, and also anything new that gets put in the course. I'll import it here and then shoot it somewhere through here, although I don't anticipate doing that this term. Okay, so Smart Books, these most of your assignments, think of these as extended reading quizzes. You get some help along the way in these Smart Books. So if you're not confident in your answer, you'll click that. It'll route you to the appropriate textual source. It'll help you along the way. So these are, you just got to do them essentially. And you're going to, after you get enough points, you'll get 100. So these are easy points. So it should be an easy 20% or 20 points because this course is 100% or 100 points. Altogether, this is, and you saw in the syllabus, 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79 is a C, 60 to 69 is a D, and below 60, so 59 and below is an F. All right, so we're going to keep that in mind. Going for most of your graders are these responses. I'm kicking out a low response. We're going to see how the course lays out and these come up in the future. We want to make sure that we do the response. First of all, get them uploaded on time, but then integrate evidence. After that, I have screencasts on all that stuff. And then presentations. You're doing 4 presentations, but there are 2 little helper assignments along the way that are intended to be easy points. So students tend to usually do pretty well on these presentations because this is something you want to do. So generally these are pretty wide open, and I'll work with you. So as long as you're just within the chapters that we just covered, and you want to do something we didn't talk about, something that relates to it, even if it's not even mentioned in the chapter, just message me about that. In all likelihood, I'll let you do it if it relates to the historical time periods that we just got through. So these are, a lot of students think these are kind of fun after you get going. And how does this present, though? Because here's just a big list. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So I'm going to click on your modules here in a second. I'm just going to walk you through a couple. So big picture, you always go through the modules for the course. Have a separate thing here on module navigation. I'm going to reinforce some of this essentially. But if we look from the get-go here, if this is module 1 getting started, there's some stuff there, stuff there, stuff there, stuff there, and then this is different stuff through module 6. This is what I'm calling the first segment. And then the segments are just going to repeat. So I'm just going to look at the first segment here now. So we're going to set this aside for a minute and not talk about them explicitly here with the first presentations assignment, other than to say you're always just going to click through the module. So let's go back and say, well, how does a movement work, Davis? Well, look, after you get through the introductory stuff in my module navigation screencast, essentially it's this. You want to click on these, read the chapter, then you want to watch the screencast, then you want to go through and take the Smart Book. Ideally, this is what I suggest, right? Because we want to work on reading for the course. I talk about different strategies that you may try in module navigation here. But that's really all you need to do. So what's the actual points here for your grade is Smart Book, Smart Book, Smart Book for this one, and then this little quiz here. So Smart Book, Smart Book, and so you have support, you have help material along the way. Let these screencasts help you. And if you don't find them interesting, I guess fast forward or something like that through them. Get to the parts you do find interesting, and then it switches up a little bit in that we're doing the same thing, but now I'm stacking on top of that a response. So these first few modules are not too bad, but I'm not gonna lie, there is a lot of stuff in this Greek module. So I'm as you'll see in the announcements, if you don't watch this all the way through, I'm gonna try to prod you to get through these a little bit early, and I generally will post announcements every day about what's coming due. But here we have a response, and we know that these are half the course, so we want to make sure that we do this right. So we're going to want to make sure that We watch all the help material along the way, and besides this rubric, there's a couple more screencasts coming on source integration and in-text citations and all that sort of stuff. And then it's going to be the same thing with the Roman response. So now I've added. We were just doing smart books. This course doesn't seem bad at all. And then, well, now I got to upload something. Okay, then we're getting to a presentation, but then we just start it all over again. Except now it's one less chapter, or one less historical period. I should say that we're doing, because now there's not a response here. But then there is, and then there is. So there's 2 responses in each section, and there's 4 basic sections or 4 movement segments for the course. So that's the structure. Think of it as in 4 parts. This first part is extra long. So if this didn't make sense, message me, call me. When I say message, I mean Canvas message, by the way. As far as we're having problems with or we were lately having problems anyway with the text messages on the phone number. We use Zoom phone at Grayson College. Okay, so I think that will cover it for how your grade works.